Hey, I'm Scott and welcome back to the Practical Kung Fu channel on YouTube. And in this video I want to cover the hammer fist. The hammer fist is another great technique that can replace using your typical punches with your closed fist. The hammer fist is also used with a closed fist, except we're striking with this bottom part of our hand. That's a nice meaty part of the hand, and you can strike an object pretty hard with that bottom part of your hand without worrying about causing too much damage to your own hand. And as long as you hit that that nice soft meaty part of that hand. If you strike your object a little bit below that, you're getting down into the wrist bone, and if you catch it up a little bit too high, you might get it up near that pinky knuckle. But otherwise, you have a pretty sizable surface to strike with there, and it's pretty much all meat there, so you can go at your target pretty hard. So generally speaking, the hammer fist is more of a follow-up kind of a technique. It's not a very good lead type of a technique unless you're kind of in very close quarters and you can strike in that sort of a way. It's more of a follow-up where I might get a palm heel up into the face and I can grab on, and then I can go at the target that way, at the side of their head, and hopefully get them doubled over. Perhaps I get a knee thrust in, I get them doubled over, and then I can start striking the back of the head with the hammer fist. But it's a really good sort of a follow-up technique, not so much a great lead technique unless you can do it off of your stronger side and throw it without any kind of a detection, and that's kind of hard to do. You don't get a lot of, you're not going to get a lot of movement behind that punch. There's not a lot of distance, but you can get that shot in, maybe stun them real quick, and then follow up with some other strikes. In a Kung Fu training situation, when we learn the hammer fist, it kind of looks like this. And we bring it across the side this way, as if we're going to hammer the side of the bag. So again, from the chamber position, we bring the fist up, the elbow is out to our side, and then we bring the elbow across in front of us, and at the last second rotate that forearm and strike with this meaty part of the hand. Again, when you're training on the heavy bag, you want to get that shoulder lined up on the edge of the bag. And work it that way on both sides. So initially, you don't need to work that work the hip turn into the strike as you're practicing it initially. Down the road, then you can get that hip turn in, and you're going to get a lot more power. From a more of our fence type of a position, pretty good tactic is to get that palm heel strike up into their face, just sort of as a distraction. You can throw it pretty hard, maybe grab on behind their neck, and then come across with the hammer fist. So really good technique for primary use as a follow-up tactic. And that's your hammer fist. Start working that on a heavy bag and learn how to use it with power. And it'll be a great tool for you going forward when you have to deal with any kind of street violence. Okay, so thanks again for watching this video, and I hope you check out the website practical-kungfu.com, and we'll see you down the road.